Welcome to Puckett Fieldhouse. It's Charlie Brown. Got basketball action, playoff basketball action for you tonight. Peru State Bobcats in town. Take on the Central Methodist University Eagles. Peru State comes in 16-14 overall, 10-9 in the heart. Central Methodist 21-9, 12-7 in the heart. This is a matchup of the number 2 team, Central Methodist from the Southern Division, against the number 3 team, Peru State from the North. In the other games, there's a couple of games, 2 of the other 3 games are going on right now. And I'll try and get you an update on that real quick. Evangel's beating Mount Mercy 29-27 at half, and Benedictine is beating Grandview 40-39 at the half. So, playoff basketball. Central being the higher seed, being the 2 in the South, playing the 3 out of the North, gets to have the home court advantage in this. Get you some stats for you as you see the information up on your screen right now, as I will get rid of that and I'll overlay the stats so you can see them. These are the regular season stats. Field goal percentage, Peru State shoots 49%, Central 45%. From the three-point line, Peru is better and shoots more and makes more three-pointers at 37% to 33%. Free throw line, Central has shot about 70 more free throws and shoots 68% as opposed to 67%. Both sides score about the same, 75.9 to 75.8 for Central. Central only gives up 66.1. Peru gives up 72.9. So we'll get that off the screen. Put the scoreboard up so you can see it and see where we're at on the countdown. We got a little over 6 minutes to go in this ball game before we get started. Want to thank our corporate partners for their continued support of CMU Athletics: MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. All those folks help make the broadcast possible. We'll give you scores from the games as we go along. Starting lineups, and I'll give you information about the Hart has released their all-conference team and awards. And Tim Cameron is the 2022 Hart Defensive Player of the Year on the men's side. And making the all-conference team, Jonathan Brown makes the first team. Second team is Fody Kamara from Central. Then the honorable mention, Tim Cameron makes that, as does Isaiah May. So 4 of their starters on the all-conference team, in addition to Tim Cameron being the defensive player of the year. And Fody Kamara also made the Hart all-defensive team. So, some nice accolades there, rewards for good seasons for those players. These 2 teams played on January the 29th. Central won 75-68 in that ball game. Both teams on a 3-game winning streak coming into this. I told you in the last broadcast that I thought Isaiah May had played a lot better lately, had been really good lately. I looked it up. In the last 6 games that Central played, May shot 55% from the floor. He is a 41% shooter on the season, so well above average to pull that up. He was a 43% three-point shooter. He shoots 39.5, so better there as well. And he averages 9.7, and during that six-game stretch, he averaged 13.3. So he has played better lately. So I shuffle my papers to see what else I can find. And there's the piece of paper that I need to find mostly for this. And get that laid out here. Starters. For Peru State, Troy Houghton, a 6'4" junior guard out of Omaha, Nebraska, averaging 11 points a ball game. Henry Tanksley, a 6'4" senior guard out of Lincoln, Nebraska, averages 11 points per ball game. Skylar Wilson, a 6'1" freshman guard out of Omaha, averaging 9.2. Man Baker, number 12, a 6' junior guard out of Aurora, Colorado, averages 8.5 points per ball game. And Jabril Harris, 6'8" junior forward out of Chicago, Illinois. He is their leading scorer at 14.5. They are coached by Bob Ludwig. Assistant coaches, Andy McMahon, Mark Robick, and Dominique Wright-Hardy. For the Eagles, they go with a 6'4" senior guard, number 3, Tim Cameron from Norcross, Georgia, averaging 11.5 points a ball game. Trent Lyles, a 6' sophomore guard out of Sedalia, Missouri, number 10. He averages 5.8 per ball game. Isaiah May, a 6'5" sophomore out of Belleville, Illinois. He averages 9.8. A 6'3" sophomore guard from London, England, number 20, Jonathan Brown. He's the leading scorer at 18.4, first team all-conference. And Fodi Kamara, a 6'6" senior forward out of Queens, New York, number 23. He averages 11 points a ball game. He was second team all-conference and made the all-defensive team, which had 5 members named to it. So you have Tim Cameron, who was the defensive player of the year, and then you also have Fodi Kamara, who was on the all-defensive team. Winner of this, more than likely, will head to Iowa to take on William Penn, Oskaloosa, Iowa. That's where they will probably end up having to go to play William Penn. William Penn on the year with 1 loss. And that was, I can tell you their loss. I say I can. There it is. December the 8th, Central Methodist defeated them here 79-73. So we're just about set to go. Scoreboard's up on the screen. We've got a little over a minute to go. Gary Lenhart will give us the Champions of Characteristics from the Heart. We'll have a pregame prayer, have the national anthem, and then we'll be set for the introduction of the starting players. We've changed our camera outfit around a little bit for this ball game tonight to see if we can give a little more of what's going on the court. We've taken our cameras and instead of just pointing them directly straight ahead to where the free throw line is on that end, we've turned them and we're going to get a close-up on the other end. You won't see the side of the shooter as much, but you're going to see a better angle about the ball going to the basket and the flow of the offense if we get it. Jay-Sean Northington here with me. He's my producer. He'll be grabbing those replays as we go along. And he'll be firing them up on the screen so you can see them, and he'll be talking about them when he gets a chance to. We're down now. It's survive and advance is all this is from now on. Next loss ends somebody's season here tonight. So Gary Lenhart is getting ready to do the introduction of stuff, and we'll talk about the characteristics of characters champions. Champions of character values being talked about. And then we will turn it over and you'll hear the pregame prayer. They just introduced the officials for the game. And I used to officiate, and I did a state championship game in baseball where they introduced him, and the guy stepped out when his name was mentioned. We grabbed him and pulled him back. We didn't want anybody to know which one of us was which, just as these three guys just did now. They didn't acknowledge which one was which because they don't want you yelling at them individually. So here comes the prayer and then the national anthem.
Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do on and off the court, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
All right, we're about set for the introduction of the starting lineups.
It's time for basketball. Let's meet the starters for today's contest.
They start the anthem again.
Team on the scoreboard. The Bobcats of Peru
A
State.
little bit of a glitch right there.
Yes, it is. One to go again.
10 and 9 in conference. Winners of 6 of their last 7. Starting at guard, a 6-foot, 4-inch junior from Omaha, Nebraska, number 1, Troy Cotton.
Troy Houghton, 6'4" junior out of Omaha, 11 points.
Number 4, Henry Tanksley.
Omaha.
At guard, a 6-foot, 1-inch freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, number 11, Skylar Wilson.
Skylar Wilson,
At guard, a 6-foot junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 12, Baker.
Man Baker, averaging 8.5.
Junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 22, Harris.
Jabril Harris, 14.5. He was second team all-conference, as was Harris. Honorable mention for Houghton, Tanksley, and Baker.
And now, it's time to introduce today's starters for your Central Methodist
And here come the Eagles starters for you. Number 2 team out of the South are the Eagles. 6'4" senior, Tim Cameron.
Mr. Defensive Player of the Year.
He was the Hart Defensive Player of the Year and honorable mention all-conference. Number 10, Trent Lyles. He averages 5.8 points per ball game. 6'5" sophomore, Isaiah May, 9.7. He was an honorable mention all-conference. Jonathan Brown,
Mr. JB.
18.4 points per ball game, first team all-conference, and a 6'6" senior. Fody Kamara, 11-point average, second team all-conference, and the all-defensive team, which only named 5 players to it. So the Eagles, we've talked about their defense all year. They have the Defensive Player of the Year in Tim Cameron, and they have a player on the all-defensive team in addition to that of Fody Kamara. That's 2 players off of 1 team, and they only name 1 Defensive Player of the Year and then 5 defensive players. So out of 6 players, Central had 2 of those. So the teams know that the Eagles play defense.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
Yes, it is good.
It says a lot.
Says a lot about how you play when you're only giving up 66 points per ball game.
Shoot.
in this league with these teams that want to get up and down the floor.
Yeah.
Houghton to jump against May.
Switching a little bit.
Yeah. It's tipped around, and down with the ball comes Tanksley. This is Man Brown with the basketball. Lots of switching now. Back got a big on a big inside. Pass underneath the basket. Houghton back out. Harris. Tanksley to the hoop. Banks it up and in. Went up over Kamara and put it in. And they have the early lead. Brown with the ball. Cameron. May. Lyles had it. Back to Cameron. Here comes Kamara for a pick. Curl around. Kamara had position inside.
Oh, put him on skates a little bit.
Kamara underneath the basket, misses, gets his own rebound, misses, puts it back up and in. Fody Kamara, 2 rebounds and a basket. And a line and a violation as Harris, trying to throw the ball in, steps inbounds before he throws it, and it's a turnover against Peru State. Cameron looks for Kamara inside. Gets it to May, out around the three-point line. Cameron, he's looking to find a way to drive. Step back. Lyles, Brown. Got Tanksley on him. In the corner. May with a 3, comes up short. Cameron with a rebound, loses it on the floor. Got a 2-car pileup underneath the basket. Quickly down the floor. Underneath, lays it up and in as Tanksley as they hustle the ball down the floor. Going to have to get back on defense a little better than that. 4-2 as we're just underway. Brown, Cameron, May, Lyles. Brown to Kamara down the lane. Has his shot partially blocked. No foul call. Harris comes out with it. Gets it to Baker.
Fody got to hustle back down real quickly,
Yeah, Fody was down on the floor looking for a foul. Harris with a 3 from outside, no good. Jonathan Brown skies for the rebound quickly down the floor. Lyles to Cameron, back to Lyles. Loses a handle on it, slapped out of his hands. Houghton comes out with it. Almost stolen from him. Into the corner. Wilson with a 3, rims in and out. Harris runs the rebound down. Loses the handle on it. It's knocked out of bounds by Cameron. 17:37 to go. We're just underway. 4-2 Peru State.
Pretty hectic so far.
Yeah, Coach Sherman's had enough of sitting down. He's up. Tanksley against May.
Ooh.
Shoots it too hard. Brown with a rebound. Looking for his first shot of the ball game. Kamara. Back to Brown. He's going to drive. Kick it out. Lyle with a 3 lined up, no good. Kamara inside with the rebound. Finds his way underneath. Foul. Doesn't get it to fall, but that'll be the first foul on Jabril Harris.
I'll give it to him. That was a pretty good move by Fody there.
Yeah, he likes to go underneath the basket and keep the bigs from trying to block his shot by using the rim as protection. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Kamara, a 66% free throw shooter. 50 of 76. And the first one comes up short. Harris down, says everybody get a body. Second one comes up short.
Hey, Fody.
And Houghton with a rebound. Hands it off to Baker. Houghton around the pick. Had Lyles on him. Tried to go to the basket, knocked out of there. Retrieved by Harris. Baker with the ball again. Wilson to the basket, spin move, comes up short, tipped up, no good. Harris had it, lost it, and it goes off of him. But they say it will stay there. Harris. Tanksley. Houghton. Wilson. Got Houghton underneath all by himself, but he chooses to go to the hoop, puts it up and in. He's got a lot of muscle. He's got a lot of weight on Fody.
Yeah.
Fody picks up the foul, his first. Harris, a 71% free throw shooter. Misses. Cameron with the rebound. Brown with it. Lyles. Kamara. May. Brown on a curl. Cameron. Picked by Kamara. Trapped in the backcourt. Goes underneath the basket. Banks it off the glass. 6-4. We played 4 minutes. They played each other not all that long ago, 3 weeks ago, and you can tell they're pretty familiar with each other. Nice scouting report. Wilson. Harris. Houghton down the lane, lays it off the glass left-handed. Good. 8-4, and we've got a timeout called. I don't know how we got a timeout called by Peru State. If that's who they're pointing at, they are, and I don't know how they got that call because we were dribbling the ball up the court. So, but there is a timeout. We'll tell you that Community Auto Sales and Service is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From brakes, tires, and oil changes to front-end alignment, engine repair, batteries, and state inspections, they have everything and can do anything to keep you on the road safely. Proud supporter of Eagle Athletics. Tanksley's got 4, Houghton 2, Harris 2. For Central, Cameron and Kamara are the only ones that have scored. It's 8-4.
Yeah, the Eagles got to pick it up.
Yeah, they have not started shooting the ball as well as they did the last time. As I look, they're 2 of 6. Peru's 4 of 8 from the floor, plus 2 missed free throws by Central. Cameron. Lyles, a little run action. Back to May, to the basket, gets bumped. And there's another lane violation as Harris is standing inbounds when he throws it in, and that has Coach Ludwig a little unhappy, and we're going to see a substitute.
Guess they said sub. Let me go ahead and get him out of here.
That's the second time he's done it, and the bad thing is he's got bright yellow shoes on. They're not going to blend in, and you're going to miss them. You're going to see those things when they're hitting the court, and they did. Brown comes around, three-pointer's way short, and goes out of bounds. So D-Doc Chan into the ball game. Number 5.
Oh, that should have been a travel or something.
To the basket, and another foul called. Foul on Lyles, his first. Man Baker at the line. He's a 75.4% free throw shooter.
You can tell the way he just sinked the first one.
So they took out Harris at 6'8", replaced him with Chan, who's 6'8". 10-6 is the lead now. Lyles. Kamara. Brown. Cameron thought about a 3, but that's outside most everybody's range.
Yeah.
Kamara going to back in against Chan. May with a 3, scoops out, no good. Houghton with a rebound. Baker on the run. Tries to get inside, gets it back to Houghton. Wilson, crossover. Houghton wants to step in, but doesn't even look at the basket. Baker. Wilson. Tanksley. Corner. Wilson underneath, goes to the hoop, can't get it to go, knocked out of bounds. It will go Central way. Donzel Johnson, 6'1" sophomore out of Bloomington, Illinois, into the ball game. And I believe that is Wilson that checks out. Cameron, somebody needs to make a shot. Everything's been inside so far. Brown squares that one up, comes up short again. Chan with the rebound.
JB got to put a little more height to it.
Tanksley with it. Baker, 3 on the way, no good. Brown with a rebound. No transition points either yet. Brown goes to the hoop, puts it up and in.
His first one.
Baker brings the ball up at 10-8. Harris checking back in after he's gotten his scolding for the violations of throwing the ball in. Houghton, Chan underneath. Back out. Tanksley with a 3 and hits it. He's got 7 in the game. Marcus Anthony getting ready to check in for the first time, as is Big Tom Sawulu. There's Brown. Cameron. Kamara going to come give a pick for him. Clears out. Cameron tries to go toward the basket. Knocked down. Houghton with a nice job picking Cameron up off the floor.
We got Big Tom coming in and Marcus.
Kamara and May check out. Sawulu will be in there battling. He's going to have a little tougher time with Harris because Harris will step out and shoot threes. That's Big Time will keep him away from the basket.
Yeah, most definitely.
Anthony, Brown, Lyles, Cameron, Sawulu with a pick. Lyles tries to go around, can't. Anthony in the corner to the bait. Big Tom, step in, puts it up and in. Okay. Remember the last game Tom had? I think he had 16 off the bench. He's instant offense. He didn't miss a shot last time. Yeah. He makes his first one here, and Cameron with a foul. His first. Team's fourth. It's only the third team foul. Tanksley has it inbounds. Gets a pick from Johnson. John Harris. Big Tom stepped out on him. Johnson again. Houghton. Tanksley just made a 3 from there. Hits another one from there.
Oh, wow. They need to step up on that.
Yes, they do.
If they don't.
Looking to see. Tanksley is a 39, almost 40% three-point shooter.
So that's just like Mays.
Cameron. Brown. Tom trying to clear it out inside, and there's a travel call on Marcus Anthony.
Come on, Marcus.
16-10. Skylar Wilson back in. Man Baker goes out, and we have a timeout. We've got women's game tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. First round of the conference tournament as they will play Missouri Valley, who they played the last game of the season Saturday. They'll play them again tomorrow night in the first round. We'll give you all the accolades for the Hart for the women. Give you all of those. We will tell you that Central has the Player of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, 2 on the first team and 2 on the second team and 1 on the honorable mention squad. So, pretty good reputation and pretty good representation by the Eagles. Tanksley has the ball in his hands. He averages 11, and he's got 10 right now. Brown. Johnson with it. Let's see how Harris does back and Big Tom in. Doesn't. shoots over the top of him. Step back shot. Jabril Harris. He's got 4 and the lead's 8. Lyles. Brown. Central running their offense well away from the basket. Lyles step through to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Big Tom knocks it, but it goes out of bounds. Central's getting pushed out on their offense further away from the basket than they like to go. We've played 9 minutes, and Central's got 10 points. Slow start.
Yeah, very slow. It's not like us.
Johnson. There is Houghton all by himself, and Tom fouls him in addition to. Should have just let that go and let him have his basket, but he fouls him, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that wasn't smart.
Or maybe it is. Oh, let's see. Houghton is a 49% free throw shooter. See if he can complete the three-point play. It's a 10-point lead. And he shoots an air ball.
Oh, wow.
Which explains why he's a 49% free throw shooter.
Come on now, you're supposed to be in college. You making air balls. Come on now.
S.J. Allison Jr. from Dallas, Texas into the ball game. Houghton goes out. Kamara with the basketball. Brown got a big on him. Don't you even think about it. May baseline. Wants to go. Cut off by Wilson. Kamara, this is a 2. He had a better chance of that. He's 0 for 8 from the three-point line. Beyond that line this year. That was on the line for a 2. Probably not going to make Coach Sherman very happy.
Yeah.
Tanksley. Harris. Wilson. And there's a travel on a slip.
Yep.
That's by Donzel Johnson. He averages 8.7. Does Johnson. So quick sub in for Johnson. Peru's played really good defense. Nothing has been easy for the Eagles so far. Kamara. May in the corner. They've got scouted out. They know all of it. Inside, Big Tom puts it in off the glass.
That was perfect. Perfect play.
Keep moving, keep working. Somebody will find you open.
Yeah.
4 points off the bench for Tom Sewulu.
Yeah, especially the way the Peru's playing defense. Sure.
I don't know if that's where that pass was supposed to go, but that's where it went.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think it was deflected, ended up in Chan's hands, and he puts it in. Sewulu inside, off the glass,
Okay,
good
Tom.
again.
Okay, Tom. I see you, boy. I see you right there.
I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning in England, so his family's watching. They told me they watched the game the other night and woke up their neighbors with all the hooting and hollering.
I bet. I think Tom had like 2-3 dunks last game.
He did, and I think he had 16 points or something in the game.
Yeah.
Wilson dribbles around. This is Baker with it. Long 3 on the way because the shot clock running out. Cameron gets it. It's 3 on 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's killed his dribble. Their play's been inside. Kamara goes and gets it over the top to the hoop. Off the glass, left-handed, in.
Okay.
He's down again, but he's no foul call. He's got 4, and the lead's down to 6.
Let's go, 40. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Skylar Wilson with the ball. Harris, step back against Tom again. This one comes up short. Kamara battles, gets the rebound from Chan. Gets it ahead to Cameron. Little push off, got away with it. He's backing in Wilson. Kamara wants to go hoopward. Does.
Yeah.
Banks it
And
in,
one,
score the
baby.
basket, and the foul.
And 1. Tell him to get big with you.
And that foul goes on D-Doc Chan. His first foul, team foul number 3. And Central on an 8-2 run since they were down 10 at 20-10.
Okay, let's look at these highlights real quick. Oh, yeah.
The bump, the foul, the basket, and he's going to go to the line. Deshaun has found the replay button to be fascinating.
Man, like
Doing
I said,
a great
last
job
game,
of grabbing them and showing them to you.
Yeah,
So this is like the third time out, and I don't think anybody's lost one off the scoreboard yet.
I don't think so either. That was Tom's play.
Tom's good around the basket. There is no doubt about that. He is a 67% shooter from the floor.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I think
92 of 137. He has not tried a three-pointer, much to Coach Sherman's delight.
Yeah, I think last game helped Tom's percentage up a lot, you know.
Well, he's been over 50 most of the year. He just doesn't get a lot of touches.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes.
That's true.
He's got 137 shots, and they are playing game number 31. So he's getting less than 4 shots per ball game.
Dang.
He's 3 for 3 in this game. Kamara to the line, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Merce missed his first 2, both short.
Hopefully he can make these back up.
Kamara with 6, Sawulu with 6. Line drive that goes.
There you go, 40.
One possession game, 22-19, Peru State by 3. Cameron on Baker. Baker around him, to the corner it goes.
Ooh-wee.
Tanksley's hit 2 3-pointers from there, make it 3 from that same spot. His shot chart's going to look really good.
That's 3 in a row for him tonight so far.
Yep, from that spot.
Yeah, that spot.
May from the corner with a 3, too long. Harris with the rebound. Baker.
I feel like Mays just has to heat up. He just has to heat up. Then he'll be all right.
Brown. He's got 2 points is all he's got. He's averaging 18. Kamara looks inside, spins away from it. Left hand off the glass, leaves it short. And Tim Cameron, I think, is going to pick up foul number 2 for him. So he's going to have to be careful. In fact, he's leaving the game as Jaden McGrew will be in. So McGrew will come in and run the show. Baker will have the basketball. McGrew will guard him when he gets there. Houghton. Tanksley. Harris. Back out. Tanksley from a different spot on the floor underneath to Harris. Baker. Blocked by McGrew.
Okay.
Grabbed by Sawulu, and here comes McGrew, his first time touching the basketball. Sawulu inside. He's going to want to go lane. Everybody knows it. Brown, McGrew, May, Kamara. Kamara against Harris. They're going to cheat his way and try and keep him from driving, but he still gets into the lane.
Watch
Brown.
out for the shot clock now.
3 in the air. It's off to the side, but May runs it down, gets it. Baseline jumper short. Knocked around, goes off of Houghton out of bounds. It'll be Central basketball. 25-19. And we've got a timeout call. Let's see if they ever take one off the scoreboard. That's the second one that Peru State's called. And they still got 5 up on the scoreboard. AirLink Rural Broadband is your local wireless and fiber internet provider, family owned and operated with coverage options in Sheraton, Howard, Saline, and surrounding counties. Interested in wireless or fiber service? Visit us at airlink123.com for information on all your internet needs.
Like they finally took one off the board.
Yay. Maybe they start with 6 plus the media timeouts. Maybe that's how it works.
So I didn't even think about the media timeouts. What is it? Like, I don't understand media timeouts.
Well, they have them in the NCAA so they can show more commercials.
Oh,
They have a media timeout every 4 minutes. It's under 16, under 12, under 8, under 4. Those are all timeouts where they can go show some more commercials for their sponsors to make more money.
Oh.
That's what that's for.
Okay.
They do it for us. They're not doing us any favors. We don't have a lot of sponsors to run ads on, so it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, women's action. Lady Eagles take on the Lady Vikings of Missouri Valley. They just played.
Yeah, what was it, Saturday, right?
They played Saturday, and it was a 30-plus point win for the Lady Eagles, avenging an earlier season loss that they had coming out of COVID. And Missouri Valley beat them 94-86, something like that. So that's tomorrow night. Winner of this game is probably headed to Iowa to play William Penn. You can look at my scores of the other games. That game is just underway like this one's underway. So I'm going to have to go through the whole season to get to it. So we'll continue on with this. McGrew, as I look at the schedule. At the buzzer, no good. A couple of times they've been run down there and had to put one up. Shot no good, just short.
Good D.
By Baker. McGrew. May. Down the lane, McGrew. May. Kamara. Got a small man on him, but he's got to get ready as the shot clock about to run out again. Blocking foul.
Oh, yeah, and one.
Let's see if they count the basket. Watch the official, see if he gives the signal. Nope, he does not. It's a blocking foul, no basket. Mount Mercy is ahead of Evangel by 2 with 4:31 to go, and Grandview's up on Benedictine by 1 with 3:16 to go. The William Penn game, they're down 3 to Mid-America with 6 minutes to go. We'll update that for you again at halftime. Tom Sawulu checks out with his 6 points. Eagles going a little smaller. McGrew to the basket.
Oh, yeah, good bucket.
In the lane. Bump, no good. Shot off to the side. This is Baker with the ball. It's a 6-point lead for Peru State. Harris, double team coming on him. Has the switch had Brown on him at 6'4" against 6'8". Rattles around and goes in. Tanksley with 15 in the game. He's come to play. Lyles, McGrew. Problem right now, Brown's the only three-point shooter on the floor right now with confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Underneath, scoop shot, reverse, no good.
Come on, Jay.
By McGrew. Houghton. 8-point lead with 4.5 to go. Marcus Anthony getting ready to check in. Baker. Wilson with it now. Tanksley. He's 6 of 8 from the floor. Hits another one. He's got 17. The Eagles have 19. McGrew. Brown. Lyles. Kamara. There's Brown.
Okay.
May. Hasn't hit a three, so his confidence has drained in this game. Tanksley. Better guard him. That's about 2 feet just to the right of where he's hit 3 threes from already. Low scoring, 10-point advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And Tanksley loses the ball as it touches the end line.
Yeah. He tried to do a little too much right there and end up losing the ball.
Well, he's hot. He's trying to figure out another shot. Harris goes out. Chan back in. Johnson in. There's Brown, has a 3 lined up. First
There it
clean
is.
look
Perfect.
he's had.
Perfect.
He's got 5.
Knocks the deficit down by 2. Got 7 left.
Houghton tries to go through. Foul call. That's a team foul number 6, so not bonus yet. Lyles, his second. Team foul number 6, 2:59 to go. The next foul will put Peru into the bonus. Johnson got away with it.
Yeah.
Never
Walking to
dribbled.
Casey's.
Baker trying to find somebody, kicks it out. If that's Tanksley and he hits that, Coach Sherman's going to come unglued. Lyles to the hoop. Blocking foul will be called as he's pretty close to that circle underneath the basket where he set up.
Yeah.
Trent Lyles will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair, and that will go on Donzel Johnson. His first. Trent Lyles to the line looking for his first point of the ball game. Harris spent about 30 seconds of game time on the bench. He's ready to check back in. Dedoc Chan checks out. Lyles, an 85% free throw shooter, makes them both.
That's pretty good.
Leads 5. If I look, Jonathan Brown shooting 86. So those two are the top 2 leading free throw shooters on the team. Tanksley, Kamara, Harris inside, tipped away by Brown. Anthony with it. He's going to push. Kamara, Brown, another 3 in the air. That one's short. Tipped around. Houghton comes down with it. Johnson in the lane. Houghton underneath. Lays it up and in. He's got 6. Leads back to 7. Peru shooting 50% from the floor. Central shooting 35.7. May. Brown. Harris now. Anthony misses, tipped around by May to Kamara, who misses the short one, looks for a foul. That's the 3rd time he's been on the floor looking for a foul. He needs to hustle and get back into the play because his man's underneath the basket without anybody guarding him.
Yeah.
Harris, Tanksley,
Ooh.
Houghton. Houghton backs in, flop, no call.
Oh, man. No, Eagles got to pick it up, man.
They're down 9. Browns are going to try and get to the hoop however he can. Marcus Anthony to the corner.
Okay.
May.
Perfect.
Got to get it in.
Yes,
he does.
sir.
There you go. That'll open it up a little bit.
I think he just had to be open to get his first shots. That's it.
First, the basket looks bigger after you make the first one. It looks really small till you make one.
Yeah.
Down to 6 with 40 seconds to go. They could play 2 for 1, but they're not going to. As Harris inside has Lyles at 6 foot on him. He's 6'8".
That's a big difference right there.
It is. Johnson with a 3 hits it.
Is the clock still running?
Yep, it's first half. It's not the end of the game. It's not the last minute. It's only the last minute of the of regulation and overtime.
Okay.
So they get the last shot. Brown to the hoop. Tries to put it off the glass. No good. Kamara with a rebound. Needs to get it back up. 2-1. And a foul called with .3. And it's on Harris, I think. And if it is, that's his second personal foul. It's not 1-1. On Baker, his first.
Yeah, I was about to say it looked like a shooting foul.
They're going to talk about it because the official underneath is saying it's not a bonus. If he's not shooting, it's 6, not 7. We're going to have a conversation about that. And it's going to be out of bounds, I think, with .3 to go. Nope, they're going to say 1-1. And Coach Ludwig is exactly correct. It's only 6. I thought it was a shooting foul.
I thought it was too. Oh, man.
Yep.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 5, Dito Chan.
Chan back in. Harris out. Catch and shoot.
Yep.
Catch and release.
Alley hoop or something. We got the fans.
And we're
going
going to get another big in for Peru. Isaac Simpson, another 6'8", to guard the ball from out of bounds.
See if we can get something. Oh, man.
And he just takes off walking, but that's all right. At .3 as the clock goes off. 36-27. At the half. Let's take a look real quick at the other scores. Okay, they got to update them, and if it's going to take me all the way back to the beginning, I'll be a while before I get there. I did not. It took me back. Benedictine and Grandview tied at 81 with 18 seconds left.
Ooh-wee.
Evangel's up 3 on Mount Mercy with 1:12 to go. And Mid-America and William Penn are tied with 2:19 to go in the first half. Tied at 37. So,
some pretty close games so far.
Good games. The seeding hasn't really mattered much so far. Quick scoring recap. Henry Tanksley with 17 to lead Peru State. Troy Houghton with 8. Jabril Harris with 4. Donzel Johnson, a 3-pointer. Deduck Chan, 2 points. Man Baker, 2 points. For the Eagles, Fodi Kamara with 7. Tom Sawulu with 6. Isaiah May and Jonathan Brown with 5 each. 2 points for Tim Cameron. 2 points for Trent Lyles.
Yeah, we really got to pick it up. We want this dub. You know, this
Yeah,
win to go home, isn't it?
Yeah, it's go. You're as soon as you lose in this, from now on, you're done for the year. So, Central wants to go up and face whoever next. They're going to have to figure out how to get the ball into the shooters' hands and get them some open looks, as Peru State's defense has been really good.
Yeah.
They have shut off what Central has wanted to do.
Yeah,
Peru scores almost 76 and gives up 73. Central scores 76 and gives up 66. So if Central's going to give up 66 in this game, they're going to have to clamp down on Peru in the second half.
Yeah, most definitely. They need the defense that Peru's giving them.
Yep, Coach Sherman's going to have to dial up something to jumpstart his offense a little bit.
Yeah, quick, fast, in a hurry.
And slow down Henry Tanksley. Tanksley in the ball game, if I look at it, he's got 17 points. I know that. I just read that a moment ago.
Yeah, I think it is 17.
It is. He is 7 of 10 from the field.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. 3 of 5 from the three-point line.
That man is bad. It's a bad man.
He's 4 of 5 from the 2 from inside and 3 of 5 from outside for 7 of 10. He averages 11, and he's got 17 at the half.
Yeah, they need to watch him.
We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to turn the sound off for just a second while we work up the stats for you so we can put them up on the screen. So just hang with us about a minute or so, 2 minutes, and we'll have the stats up on the screen, and we'll be back right after that. So just hang on. All right, we weren't going that long. We've got the stats. We'll run them up on the screen for you in just a second so you can see them. And there they come. Peru, 15 of 27 from the floors, 55.6%. Central, 11 of 32 for 34.4%. Free throws, 2 of 4 for Peru, 3 of 5 for Central. From the three-point line, 4 of 10 for the Bobcats. Central, 2 of 13 for 15.4%. The rebound totals, 17 for Peru, 19 for Central. 2 offensive rebounds for the Bobcats, 7 for the Eagles. Turnovers, 5 for the Bobcats, 4 for the Eagles. Points in the paint, both sides with 18. But again, the shooting is the issue. Central's had 6 more shots from the field, and they've made 4 less baskets. So 15 of 27 versus 11 of 32. We'll go back over the scoring again for you just now, as hopefully you're listening. We'll leave those stats up on the screen for a couple of minutes so you can digest those. Tanksley was 17, 7 of 10 shooting from the floor. Troy Houghton, 8 points. He's 4 of 4 from the floor. Jabril Harris with 4 points. Donzel Johnson with 3. Didak Chan with 2. Man Baker with 2. For Central, Fodi Kamara with 7, 3 of 8 from the floor. Tom Suwulu, 6 points, 3 of 3. Isaiah May, Jonathan Brown, both with 5 points, both 2 of 7 from the floor. Tim Cameron, 1 of 1 for 2 points. Trent Lyles with 2 free throws for 2 points. That's it. 36-27. While we continue to look at that, I'm going to go ahead and pull my heart stuff back up again, and we'll see if there were any further along in the ball games. Evangel's up 4 with 15 seconds to go over Mount Mercy. Benedictine is up 2 in overtime with 2:20 to go over Grandview. And if I look at that, that's Grandview's 2 out of the north. Benedictine is 3 out of the south. William Penn has pulled up to a 5-point halftime lead, 43-38 now over Mid-America. So those are the other scores of interest. Winner of this game will play the winner of William Penn, Mid-America. The Evangel Mount Mercy winner will play the winner of Benedictine Grandview. And that the Benedictine Grandview game is in overtime with 2:20 to go. Benedictine is up 2 at Grandview. I'll update that one more time and see if anything much changes. Evangel's up 6 with 1 second to go in the game, so they're going to win their ball game. Benedictine and Grandview tied with 1:52 to go in the first overtime. The Lady Eagles are here tomorrow. 7 o'clock start against Missouri Valley. Arlisha McElroy named the Heart of America Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year. She made first team All-Conference along with Darina Bakarova. And I think Nana Massanet, I've got it. I shouldn't say I think. I should just go ahead and look. And I'll be better off at it. As I reach over and grab another bunch of stuff. All right, so Arlisha McElroy is the Women's Basketball Player of the Year. She's also the Newcomer of the Year. She is on the first team All-Conference list along with Darina Bakarova. Second team, Eternity Willock, is on it. That's second team All-Conference. And then the honorable mention, Nana Massanet and Leah Johnson. So all 5 of the starters for Central make the all-conference team in some variety. Peru didn't spend a lot of time in the locker room. They're pretty happy with what they've done so far. They have come in ready to play, well scouted. Central has stopped Jonathan Brown from coming around picks at the top, curling and getting a 3 from the outside, taking away the strength of some of these Central players, and they did not shoot well early on. They shot a little better the last 5 or 6 minutes of the first half. But they're going to have to come out and get after it as they're down 9 at the half. Cameron will be back. He's got 2 fouls. He left with the 2 fouls in the first half. There's just not anybody over on the bench that is a three-point specialist right now. No instant offense. That's been Tom Sawulu the last 2 ball games. He's been the instant offense off of the bench, shooting from inside. I think he was 8 for 8, or 7 for 7, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line in the last ball game. He's 3 for 3 from the field in this ball game. So he's at least 10 of his last 10 from the floor, but they're all within 5 feet of the basket. Again, Tim Cameron named Defensive Player of the Year in the Heart. Jonathan Brown makes all-conference first team. Fodi Kamara makes the second team. And Tim Cameron makes honorable mention, as well as the Defensive Player of the Year. And Isaiah May also made the honorable mention team. And Fodi Kamara made the all-defensive team, in addition to Tim Cameron being the Defensive Player of the Year. For Peru State, Jabril Harris, as I look, made second team all-conference. And Henry Tanksley, Troy Houghton, and Man Baker all made honorable mention. Winner of this game plays Friday. Site to be determined, depending on who wins the other ball game. Ladies play here tomorrow, win that, and they're here Saturday night for the semifinal game. And that would be against the winner of Grandview and Benedictine. Update on Leah Johnson, who got hurt before the last ball game in the warm-ups. She is cleared to play tomorrow. She'll be coming off the bench. She'll have a cast of some sort, a brace of some sort on her right hand, as that's what she hurt. Then she'll go back and see how treatments and everything are going for her as to when she can resume her normal activities. But she's available to play tomorrow. And as we go along, and then there is still hope that I don't know how this happens, but it seems to happen to Central all the time. Central Methodist women didn't lose a game recently, and they dropped in a poll from 13th to 15th. They didn't lose, and they dropped. So I think normally the way it works is the top 16 teams in the poll can get a home playoff game if they want one. They just have to ask. Central at 15 has asked. They would like to have a playoff. They'd like to have one of the 4-team pods, as they're called. So March 11th and 12th, I believe, are the days for that there will be 2 games on a Friday night. And the 2 winners will turn around and play Saturday night to go on to the national tournament, to the Sweet 16. So we could have the men have to have a lot of things go right for them. The first thing has to go right is they got to win this game. And then they have to hope that William Penn would have to lose for them to get another game at home. For the women, they've got 2 games at home and then go on the road, and they may get an NAIA pod. They may get to host some of that. So,
back in action, guys.
May, Cameron, Lyles, Kamara, and Brown, starters on the floor inside. Nice seal by Kamara, lays it up and in. Went down the lane, had his defender on his backside and make sure he stayed there. Yeah. He puts it up and in, and he's got 9.
Had him like a backpack.
Tanksley underneath. Baker, Wilson in the corner. Houghton and Harris, their original starters for them as well, for Peru as well. Harris inside, wants to turn. He's underneath the basket now.
Good defense.
Cameron gets in the way, deflects the ball. It goes out of bounds with 5 on the shot clock. Tanksley is the guy that was filling it up in the first half. 3 of 5 from three-point range. Let's see who catches and gets ready to shoot here. They got plenty of time to catch, dribble, do whatever. Harris back to Tanksley against Kamara. Has a shot blocked. Cameron comes out, and it's a shot clock violation. So good start for the Eagles as they get a basket and force a shot clock violation. It's down to 7. Comes Tim Cameron with the basketball. Senior out of Georgia, met his mother the other day. Very nice visit there. Brown, Cameron, Kamara down the lane again against Harris. Has his shot blocked by Jabril Harris. Houghton. That's Skylar Wilson back out. Kamara. Behind the back pass. Underneath, Harris back out. Tanksley. Tanksley wants to spin to the hoop. Harris lays it up with 4 on the shot clock and gets it to go. He's got 6. Averages 14. Kamara puts it up, score the basket. Harris is going to be called for a foul. That'll be his second.
And 1. That's what I'm talking about, Cody.
Kamara's come out in the second half. He doesn't want this to be his last ball game.
I don't blame him. Isn't he a senior?
He is a senior. Cameron is a senior. Rattles around, no good.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to give y'all that highlight play in a minute.
We'll have it at the next dead ball. This is man Baker. Around the corner, right to the basket, lays it up and in. That switching defense doesn't always work.
Yeah, not all the time.
It's convenient. It's not always effective, though. The lead's back to what it was at halftime, 9. So what Central did, working it out early. Step around, through the lane, no good. Brown with his own rebound. Banks it up, no good. Harris with a rebound. 2 shots at it, no basket. 17:35 to go. Now you got a big mismatch with Harris going to the hoop. Misses. Brown with a rebound. Maybe he can get a basket out of transition. Lyles. Brown. Cameron. Fires a 3. No good. Kamara with a rebound. Put back up and in. He's got 13. He had 7 at the half. I think he scored all 6 points that the Eagles have here in this second half of play.
Yeah, I think he has too.
Tanksley with the Defensive Player of the Year on him. Jump through, no good. Travel called.
Oh, no, he traveled.
That's a lot of the Central women's basketball team sitting on the front row down there saying you can't do that. McElroy, Kennedy. I can see those two from here. They're a pair anyway. They're usually wherever one is, the other one is. Brown to the hoop, back out. May with a three lined up, hits it.
It is. Let's go. Let's go. This is the second one of the night.
It is. That's basically, it's pretty much two in a row for him. He's been able to catch and shoot. Cameron wants the crowd to get involved a little bit. Houghton, Wilson, Harris, Baker, Houghton. Everybody's touched it. Tanksley. Wilson back with it again. Wants to go down. Double clutch into the corner. Houghton with 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, yeah,
Cameron knocks it away.
You got a highlight play?
Oh,
man.
He wanted to dunk it, but he just didn't have the hops and the handle on the basketball. Place probably would have. He could do that.
Yeah, he can. You see the what was it earlier in the season? Before I think it was like Midnight Madness or something like that. I think he almost won the dunk contest.
I wouldn't surprise me. I think he's one of the ones that finishes up the layup line with a big dunk at the end. Him or Tim Cameron. Cameron's 6'4".
Yeah.
Lyles is 6 foot. Eagles have gotten the last 7-0 run. It's gone from 9 down to 2. Coach Ludwig takes a timeout. He's got 3 left as his lead has disappeared down to 2. Look and see. I should be able to give you finals on the other ball games. There it goes. Evangel won 71-63. Benedictine beat Grandview 95-88 in overtime.
Oh, wow.
Second half has not started yet with William Penn. They're up 43-38 at the half.
Here we got the crowd going crazy.
Trying to encourage the team. Tanksley hasn't had a clean shot yet. Houghton does, though, and lays it up and in.
You know what? Harris reminds me of Zion when he was in high school. You know Zion Williamson?
Yep.
He reminds me of him.
It's a nice comparison for him. Kamara underneath works his way open and lays it up and in again.
Like the 40 show tonight. He's got 15 so far.
He's got 15 so far. Knock on wood, 1 foul.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah. Houghton with it. They don't switch this time.
Okay.
Knocked away.
Okay,
Kamara's
40.
got it. Back to Lyles to the hoop. Lays it up and in, and we're tied at 42.
Yes, sir. Way to come back. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Man, Baker almost double teamed as Brown tries to get involved. Kamara almost knocks it away. Somebody's open underneath the basket, and we got bodies everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to work. That's all we needed was the crowd.
Foul is on Houghton, I believe. Away from the ball, his second personal. Eagles with a chance for their first lead of the ball game. (15-6), they have outscored Peru State here so far in the second half. Cameron going to go baseline against Tanksley, goes under the basket, lays it up and in. Cameron with 4, and the Eagles have a lead at 44-42. We got a little problem with our scoreboard as Peru State scores, so we're trying to get it updated. Looking to see who it was that scored that. And it was Houghton. He's got 12 now. May looks inside. Brown. To the basket. Cameron flips it up looking for a foul. Doesn't get one called. We'll fix the scoreboard. It's tied at 44 with 13:37 to go. We're wirelessly attached to the scoreboard, but we're not attached right now to the scoreboard. Go ahead and go back to it and disconnect it all the way and then try to reconnect. Brown to the hoop. No foul call. The referee says he went up straight. Ends up on the floor. Tanksley. 3 from the corner, no good. Brown with a long outlet pass, steps across, bump, doesn't get the basket to go, but there's Lyles to tip it in. This is Baker with the basketball. And a basket as we continue to try and get Lyles with a long 3 from straight away. Tipped around in the air. Kamara almost comes down with it. "12 minutes to go, 46-46. Doesn't look like it's running, so we'll have to send word. Harris. Jonathan Brown with a basket as we're trying to contact down at the scorer's table. Back out. Harris fakes a 3. Muscles his way to the basket, and a foul will be called on Kamara. Or a foul on Cameron. So Harris will go to the free throw line. It's 48-46 Central. Harris will be shooting a pair. He's 0 for 1 from the free throw line as Coach Sherman wants a conversation and has it with one of the officials. We've got 4 players, 2 from each side, wanting to come in. And now while they circle up, we're going to try and fix our scoreboard issue for you. And if we can't fix it, we'll just... Foul was on Cameron, his 3rd. It doesn't look like it's going to work, so we're going to go old school. 48-46. No, it's we're working on it. It's we're wirelessly connected and it won't work right now. So we're going to go a different way. Now they call the foul on Kamara. Now they're going to talk about it some more. We'll just take the time off, and I'll tell you what it is. So when they make it, you're just going to have to manually enter. So we'll go this way for the time being until we can figure out how to get it work. I see Rachel Moore down at the scorer's table walking over to see if she can fix it. We'll work on it again from time to time. We'll try it from time to time, and if it pops back up, great. If it doesn't pop back up, then we'll just continue to do it the old-fashioned way. 11:21. Is it working now?
I think it is. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think it is.
So click on that, and it'll put it back up on the screen. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Perseverance pays off.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Chan gets the ball inbounds. This is Denzel Johnson. Tanksley. Chan back to Tanksley. Underneath Chan. Puts it up and in, and we're tied at 48. Vidok Chan with the basket. Sawulu in the game. Anthony in. Cameron. Lyle. May. Brown. Been pretty quiet. Big Tom, he's going to want to go down the lane into the left side. Can't. Tries to get it underneath, and it goes off of Marcus Anthony's foot out of bounds. It'll be Peru basketball. Let's see, make sure we got everything that's on the scoreboard that's supposed to be there, time and the shot clock, so we're good. We are connected to the scoreboard wirelessly across the court, and if a wire comes loose or doesn't fit in the way it's supposed to, this is what happens. So it's back working for now. Nobody will move, and we'll be all right. Wilson, Baker, Chan underneath. Tanksley with another basket. He's got 19 in the game now. And Peru with the lead. Big Tom underneath, puts it up and in off with his right hand. He's got 8. Eight off the bench. Chan. Stuck now and gets it back out. That's Wilson. This is Chan against Sawulu. A lot of body to get around. Kicks it back out. Wilson again with 5 on the shot clock to the basket. Blocking foul called. And Skylar Wilson will go to the free throw line. Sawulu with his second foul. And we're have a timeout. 9:40 to go. Let's see if we can find out. Wilson is at the free throw line. He is an 84.8% free throw shooter. So you would anticipate that he's probably going to make at least one of his free throws. Want to thank our corporate partners again for their continued support of CMU Athletics, MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. Take a quick peek and see if both of the other ball games are over. That started at 6 o'clock. We started at 7. Again, I told you Evangel won. Benedictine beat Grandview by 7, 95-88 in overtime. We're tied at 50 here. Mid-America leads William Penn 52-51 with 14 and a half minutes to go in the second half of that ball game. So Evangel and Benedictine are going to play each other. That's the South 1 against the South 3, so that'll be at Evangel. And we'll try and get the other score before this one, before we go off the air. Wilson at the line. First free throw of the night for him. First is good. Again, he's an 85% free throw shooter. That's his first point of the ball game. He averages 9.2. He's got 2. May brings it in to Cameron. Marcus Anthony. Brown. Cameron. Spin to the basket. Tries to find somewhere to go. Almost loses his footing. Decides to step around, put it up, no good. Gets it back, gets everybody airborne, and gets to the hoop, and he wants to make sure the basket still works, so he goes ahead and finishes up. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. He was out here practicing free throws long before the game started, long before he was in uniform, because he is a 45% free throw shooter.
Talk about dedication.
Well, know what your weakness is and work on your weakness. Don't just stand there and shoot threes because you can.
Right.
Tanksley back in. Harris back in. 2-point advantage for the Bobcats. Second free throw. Misses them both. May battles for it and goes out of bounds, and it says Houghton touched it last, so they help each other up, go get the ball. Central's got it back with 20 on the shot clock.
Way to work, way to hustle.
May working hard. Not having the best night, got 8 points, but contributing in another way. There's Brown down the lane. To the hoop, lays it up and in. Got a big pick from Tom Sawulu.
Somebody ran into a wall there.
Yeah, that's a roadblock.
For real.
Wilson, Tanksley, who's been quiet here in the second half. Harris against May, has his shot blocked, and May comes out with it. 2 on 3, but that's not going to stop Cameron from going to the hoop. And there'll be a foul call. No free throws out of it as it was a pass. But that's team foul number 4. Donzel Johnson, his second foul of the ball game. Harris out. Chan back in.
Like Tim's going to take it out.
Big Tom on the inbounds, right back to Cameron. Almost lost it out of bounds. Corrals it. Wants everybody to get set. Wants Tom to come give him a pick. He goes the other way around the pick. Anthony mishandled the ball. May going to drive down the lane, take it to the hoop, too hard.
Come on, Mays.
And out comes Houghton with it. Tanksley. He was filling it up in the first half.
Yeah, he was.
I think he had 17 at half. He's got 19 now as the Eagles have made a concerted effort to slow his scoring down some.
Yeah, I think he's only scored maybe 2
He
points.
scored 2 points in this half, yeah, and he's got the ball right there and misses.
Yeah.
Cameron with a rebound. He wants to push and get people before they get set up.
JB
Brown with a 3 in the air.
JB
Wham!
for the 3. Yes, sir.
Yep,
Love to see it.
if you can't get it off of a regular shot, hustle it down the floor and get it before the defense sets up.
Yeah, we love to see it by JB.
Houghton against Marcus Anthony, holds his ground, and Big Tom comes down with the basketball. Going to push again. Cameron's going to try and go around. Backs in. It's going to spin. Going to pull it back out. Coach Sherman yells out what he wants. Height of the Shermans out in Colorado. Cameron to the hoop. Got a clear lane and lays it off the glass.
Good bucket.
6 and a timeout.
Oh, yeah, he says he's a baby. Yes,
7-0 run for the Eagles. Go from 2 down to 5 up. Coach Ludwig is talking with the official about something that he didn't like, and now he has to decide what kind of a timeout he wants. So check our clock, make sure it's right. You got a replay of some sort you're going to show?
Oh, yeah,
Talk about it.
Come on now. Tim making a tough bucket right there. Let's see if we can find another one.
Eagles were down 9 at the half.
Yeah.
They're up 5. So they've outscored Peru State by 14 in the second half so far.
I think this is a 3 by JB. Yes, it is. Let's see if we can find some other ones.
Mid-America up 6 with 11:19 to go against William Penn, at William Penn.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
63-55, they're up 8.
Ooh. How much time is left?
11:19. A lot.
Hey.
As far as Mid-America is concerned, there's a lot of time left.
Yeah.
For William Penn, not as much. 7:19 here to go. Baker. Tanksley now decides to take it to the hoop and lays it up and in. He's been passive long enough.
He said, it's my time to get the rock back.
Aggressive, as Tanksley is a senior, doesn't want this to be his last ball game. Cameron, Brown, Kamara, Cameron. Brown, step through, back out. Cameron, he's going to go to the hoop, go underneath the hoop, come out on the other side, lose the ball as it was stripped away from him.
You got to keep that in your hand. You got to go strong.
It's a 3-point game. Tanksley. Harris. Houghton. Corner. Tanksley 3 in the air. Comes up short. Skylar Wilson underneath the basketball with the rebound. Harris has got a straight look at it. Comes up short. Sawulu takes it away from Tim Cameron and gives it to Trent Lyles. Kamara, who's been quiet lately, wants to back in, kicks back out, goes back in, reestablish, go across the lane. Underneath the Big Tom, lays it up and in. And a timeout by Coach Sherman immediately. Big Tom says, you saw me and got me the ball. Big Tom.
That's a great move. Great play.
5 of 5 from the floor, 10 points off the bench again. He's found his role.
Yeah.
Come in and score.
For real. I think last game gave him a little booster.
He's been good around the basket all year. It's just a lot of teams are going smaller, and he just doesn't have anybody he can match up against to play. Harris being 6'8" and wanting to step out and shoot, he's not a driver. He's either shooter or getting it inside, so Tom can step out on him on the outside and contest his shot from out there and can bump inside, not going to get moved around much inside. So,
well, yeah, you got a point right there. We got 6 minutes left in the game.
6:01 left, a 5-point advantage. 2 timeouts left for Peru State, 4 timeouts left for Central Methodist. Kamara with 15, Brown with 12, Sawulu with 10. On the other side, Tanksley with 21, Houghton with 14. Harris with 6. He averages 14. Lyles, Cameron, Brown, Kamara, Sawulu on the floor. Tanksley, Houghton, Harris, Chan. And that's Chan who puts it up and in. And Wilson, the 5th player on the floor. Back to 3. Almost a steal. Chan started to go for that. Brown's got a mismatch, and now it's back to his normal as he had a big on him. He's got Chan on him. Cameron wants to go to the hoop. Tipped by Chan out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. 12 on the shot clock. 5:29 to go ball game.
3-point lead.
Kamara, Sawulu, Brown. Sawulu inside, wants to get into the lane left-handed, kicks it in the corner. Cameron drives to the basket, puts the scoop shot up, got it off the glass, beat the shot clock. Kamara turns to the other side of the basket, can't go. Cameron's battling inside. Sawulu's on the floor. Sawulu and Harris, 2 6'8" on the floor after the ball, and out comes Tanksley with it.
Man.
Tipped away by Tom. Kamara with it. Nice bounce past the Lyles, but he just can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. Good idea, just didn't work.
Man. That would have been a smooth play right there.
Houghton to Wilson. Houghton with 14. Wilson with 2. That's a pair of free throws for him. Lyles works through the pick. Chan. Houghton with it. Free throw line. Tanksley. Wilson in the corner. Big Tom flashes on him. Harris to the hoop. Puts it up short. Tom comes down with it. Sawulu. He's got 4 rebounds and 10 points off the bench. 4:20. Time cannot go fast enough for Central.
Nope.
Brown with an open 3.
Yes,
Hits it.
sir.
He's got 15 now in the ball game. Kamara's got 15 in the ball game. Lead to 6.
He was just very patient.
When he gets a good look, he makes the other team pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson and a travel. Nope, a foul. Harris tried to sneak in a quick shot. Tim Cameron prevented that from going in the basket.
Yeah.
Sewulu out. Foul was on Jonathan Brown, his first. Chan out. Isaac Simpson, 6'8", senior out of Papillon, Nebraska.
Papillon.
Gives it back to Wilson. And a pick will be called, and that will go against the new guy, Isaac Simpson. Chan back in. Simpson goes right back out. It was a turnover, not a foul. 6-point lead, 3:40 to go. Eagles with the basketball. May.
It was almost a steal right there.
Yeah, Chan almost got it. Working the shot clock is Cameron. Got Houghton on him. He's got Houghton beat to the hoop. Scoop off the glass and good. Defensive player of the year showing a little offense, and it's an 8-point lead, the biggest lead of the ball game for the Eagles. Skylar Wilson underneath. Nice look to Houghton, and he lays it up and in. Somebody got lost in transit.
I think it was Tim.
Sometimes you get caught peeking.
They're trying to set up something.
10 on the shot clock. Brown around the pick. Lyles going to take it to the hoops, kick it back out. Cameron with a long three, passes it up to the hoop. Scoop shot,
Another
score.
one. Oh, yeah.
Coach Ludwig telling his team to hurry up. They're down 8 with 2.5 to go. Tanksley to the hoop, gets it to fall, and they foul.
Oh, my gosh.
He's got 23, and he'll go to the free throw line.
6-point lead now.
71.4% free throw shooter.
Got three
Peru
guys
State
in double
uses
digits.
one of their last 2 timeouts here. Leaves them with 1 timeout with 2:30 to go. Down 6 as of right now before a free throw. Back here tomorrow night for women's action. 15th ranked Central Methodist women to take on Missouri Valley. What is basically a quarterfinal game in the conference tournament. The winner goes on to a semifinal game. As I try and get an update on my laptop, Mid-America now has a 13-point lead on William Penn
Oh, wow.
with 8:04 to go.
I don't know what's going on with William Penn, but, hey, it put us in a better position.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work based on that. We would be the higher seed if it works out. Central wins, William Penn loses. Central might get a game on Friday night as the higher seed.
Yeah, I've been hearing things about that. I've heard, Coach Remy, he said something about that.
Yeah, it comes down to there's things got to break correctly. Central's got to win.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. And William Penn would have to lose. Well, both of those things are happening right now. Whether that's the way they end up or not will be another story.
Yeah, most definitely.
But as my wife always says in situations like this is why they play the games. You don't just go off the record and strength. William Penn's the number 1 team in the nation, and they're about to fall in what is basically a conference quarterfinal game. Tanksley misses. Harris had the rebound. Coach Ludwig wants a foul, doesn't get it. Cameron's got it. Across midcourt. 6-point lead. He says, slow down. Let's work the clock. Let's get a good shot. Here comes Brown back to the corner. Anytime he wants a shot, that's a pretty good shot. Harris almost out of bounds with it. Stolen by May, and he can't control it, and he's 4 rows deep in the bleachers going after that. Back out on the court. He landed in there pretty hard. I hope that's in the area where some of the women are sitting. I hope nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Some are moving now. Going to move a little bit different spot. 2:07. 2-possession game as we approach 2 minutes. Harris. Baker. Back to Harris. Kamara on him. Spin move. Off the glass and good. Back of the rim and good. It's a 4-point game, and here comes pressure by Peru State. Houghton going to pick up Cameron. Just gets it across the midcourt line. Brown, May, Cameron, pick, back to Brown, corner, Lyles. Passes the three, can get that anytime he wants. Kamara going to hand it back to Lyles.
5 seconds left on the clock.
May with a three, comes up short. Kamara tries to tip it. Harris has it. Coach Sherman yells for everybody to get back. Baker. Cameron on him. Gets his way to the basket, but it's blocked, and I think that was Trent Lyles who blocked that shot.
It was.
Houghton backs in, spins, pushes, walks. Foul call. The underneath official was going to call a travel.
It looked like a travel to me.
Outside official calls the foul, and it goes on Brown.
I feel like it should have been a travel in the first place.
His second. Team foul number 5, so still no free throws.
Got a minute left in the ball game.
Central will take a timeout. They've got 3 left after this. And I know some of you don't really care about whether I report what's going on in the other ball game or not, but it does have significance for the winner of this game. As I try to update it. 77-64 with 6:44 to go. Mid-America ahead of William Penn. That's the number 4 team from the South beating the number 1 team in the nation.
Ooh, this might be the biggest upset.
That would be huge.
Yeah. They did William Penn win the championship last year?
Yes, and the player of the year is a William Penn player for the 2nd year in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Kevion Blaylock. They put 2 players on the first team. And I'm looking to see. And they put 1 on the second team. And they put the other 2 on the honorable mention team. So all 5 of their players made it one way or another.
Yeah.
66-62. Under a minute to go. 4-point lead. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Houghton has it inbounds. That was Wilson with it. Houghton inside. Tipped around. Kamara goes and gets it. Cameron made the play. That's why he's the defensive player of the year. Brown wants to go hoopward, but going to pull it back out. And there's a foul. That's only team foul number 5. They've got to foul twice more.
Well, in order to get to bonus?
Yep.
Okay.
That's only 5. You got to get to 7. So they've got to foul again and then foul again with 38.5 to go. It's a 2-possession game. No free throws coming. 23 seconds on the shot clock.
Timeout by Peru State as well.
So Peru is out of timeouts.
Yep.
They can only stop the clock on a made basket out of bounds.
Or what is it, a foul?
Yeah, but I mean as far as if somebody scores, they can't call a timeout and advance the ball off the timeout. The only way that it will stop is with the ball being out of bounds after a basket. Otherwise, they get the ball back and down 3 or less, they can't call a timeout and draw up a play because they have no timeouts left.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And you always try and keep one in your pocket just in case. Because let's say it's less than a 3-point or less ball game, Central scores to make it that way. If they had a timeout, they could take the timeout, advance the ball to midcourt, and get to bring it in there. And, there's 5 seconds left on the clock. It's a whole lot easier to get a shot off 5 seconds on half court than it is bringing it in from the end of the floor all the way down. So,
yeah, I agree.
But that doesn't really matter at this point in time. We're going to see who's got Tanksley's only got 1 foul. Houghton's only got 2. Man Baker's only got 2. So you're going to see a grab just as soon as somebody gets the ball. And there it was. And there's another one. They get the second one, as I'm sure Coach Ludwig told the officials, we are going to foul. Please call it early so that we don't have to get too much. Now Central will be in the bonus on the next foul. 35.6 to go. Coach Ludwig is on the floor. Brown has it and a foul. And Tanksley says, no, I don't want to foul now. Why are you calling it now? I just want to play defense. And that will send Brown to the free throw line. He's 89 of 103 on the season. This is a 1-on-1. Second foul on Tanksley. It's a 4-point game. It's 2 possessions. No matter what Brown does here, it's still a 2-possession game, but he can stretch it out to a full 2-possession, 2 threes. No good. May after it again. Saved as both players go into the stands. That's Man Baker. Houghton to the hoop. Elevates, scores. I don't know what we've got because they stopped it for everybody to clean up. I think they're going to look at maybe the clock, thinking that the clock continued to run after the basket. It's basically a free timeout for Peru. They'll go to the monitors and we'll figure out what it is. So while they do that.
That's suspicious.
Well, we'll see. We've seen them go 3 or 4 minutes to put a couple of tenths back on the clock, which is what they're going to do because it's a two-point ball game and they're going to foul again.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
It's 80-73. It's down to a 7-point lead for Mid-America with 4:45 to go. They've put 1 second back up on the clock. It's 28 now instead of 27. Tanksley with 23, Houghton 18, Harris with 8, Chan with 6, Baker with 4, Johnson with 3, and Wilson with 2. Brown with 15, Kamara with 15, Cameron and Sewulu with 10 each, May with 8, Lyles with 6. They've got Blake Fowler having a basket, and I don't know when he ever got in the ball game.
He never got in.
So I'm not sure who that belongs to.
You think it may be Jaden?
I don't know. Lyles has it. He's a pretty good free throw shooter as they try and mug him.
What?
And the baseline official didn't see it, and Peru has the basketball. They're going to go look at it. They better go look at it.
Yeah, they need to.
With 23.4 to go.
Yeah, there's no way. I seen that myself.
Peru gets another free timeout out of this.
Oh, wow.
But if they come back and after looking at it, problem is the monitor has one angle from each end, and it may not be the angle may not be able to show much of that depending on where that camera is, which I can't tell you where it is unless it's over there by that light fixture on the wall. And underneath the basket, the fencing behind at the end of the court may block that out as well. This is a big call. This is a big deal right now. As they were trying to foul Lyles, and the ball ended up knocked out of bounds, and we'll see who gets it.
Yeah. Like Sherman's drawing up something over there for them to inbound if that's the case.
Well, he's 2 scenarios.
Yeah.
If we have the ball, this is what we're going to do. If they have the ball, this is what we're going to do. Central has a foul to give. Central can allow the ball inbounds and can foul as long as they're not attempting a shot on it, and it will be back out of bounds again because Peru State is not in the bonus yet.
So for the ones who may not know, what does it mean when you say a foul to give?
That means they only have 5 team fouls. they can get to 6, and there's no free throw shot. There's no bonus. On the 7th foul, it becomes a 1-and-1. So they have a foul that they can use if they want to that won't cost them anything other than the ball being taken back out of bounds because they only have 5 team fouls. It is Peru State basketball.
Okay, gotcha.
We'll see how quickly. I would think Peru would want to go pretty quick for the tie or the win. And they throw the ball in, and May has it. He's fouled by Houghton. Good defense. Keeps the ball from being inbounded. Coach Ludwig says that's okay. Let him go shoot a free throw. As long as they don't make both of them.
Yeah.
If Isaiah May goes to the free throw line and makes both free throws, that will make it a 2-possession game, and Central still has the foul that they can use that won't cost them any free throws if they want to.
How's Mays looking when it comes to free throws?
I'll tell you after the first one.
Okay.
Not that I'm superstitious or anything, but I'll tell you after the first free throw.
Hey, there we go.
He's a 66% free throw shooter.
Okay.
He's made it a full 1-possession, 3-point game. Central can foul in the back court. They can foul as soon as they come across half court. They can foul any time that they see fit as long as the shooter is not in the ball person does not have a shot on the way. May can make it a 2, and he does. Makes it a 2-possession game. Coach Sherman takes one of his last 3 timeouts, and we'll have a conversation about guard them but don't foul them. But he can foul, just don't foul a 3-point shooter in the act of shooting, or foul somebody underneath and have a 3-point play that way. So Central was shooting 30-something% at half. They're up to 44.6. So they've shot much better in the second half. They have shot 10 more shots and made 1 more. I think in the first half they had shot 6 more and made 4 less. So it's catching up a little bit. 15 turnovers for Peru to 8 for Central. That's part of it. See, if Peru had a timeout, they could have used it and moved the ball up, but that really doesn't help them at this point in time. So Tanksley to bring it in. He can run the baseline. Gets it into Wilson. Back to Tanksley. Or to Man Baker, rather. There's Tanksley with a 3. No good. Back of the iron. Kamara tips it around. Tanksley with another 3 lined up. That one's short. Misses everything and goes out of play.
Yep.
They got to chase the ball down on the other side of the fence. 5.4 to go.
Yes, sir. The crowd's trolling. Air ball.
Air ball and goodbye. Get it in. And make another free throw. Make 2 more free throws. Cameron to get it in. They'll want to get it to Lyles if they can because he's the free throw shooter, and a timeout called by Central. That's why you want to keep a timeout in your pocket just in case you need it.
Yeah, smart.
They still got 1 left. See if William Penn's making a big pin comeback over on that side as they would cut it from 13 down to 7.
Oh.
William Penn now leads by 1.
Oh, my gosh.
With 2:38 to go, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was 77-63-64. It's 81-80 now in favor of William Penn. They have decided they're not ready to go away yet. Mid-America's played a good ball game, but that would be like a 16-1 run.
Yeah, literally.
Or 19-3 run.
Okay, looks like we got Tim taking the ball out.
Yeah, he's the least effective free throw shooter, so makes sense for him to take it out. You want to get it to Brown. There he is. Fouled. You want to get it to Brown or to Lyles. Brown is an 86% shooter. Lyles an 85. Brown is, where is he? He's 0 for 1 from the free throw line in this game. So you may see him make the first, miss the second. doesn't matter because they don't have any timeouts anyway.
Right.
So Jonathan Brown with 15. He averages 18. Still a 1-and-1.
There it is.
Makes the first. Cameron runs all the way up from backcourt. Was going to get in to rebound and then said, no, thank you. Brown makes both of those. 70-64. Shot at the buzzer, no good. There's your final score, 70-64. I said at half Central was going to have to play better defensively if they were going to keep their opponent under 66. They did.
They did.
28 points in the second half for Peru State. Central scored 43 in the second half.
Man.
So, leading scores, we'll go over that for you. Final numbers for you. Tanksley with 23, Houghton with 18, Harris with 8, Chan with 6, Baker 4, Johnson 3, Wilson with 2 for Central. Brown with 17, Kamara with 15, Cameron with 10, May with 10, Sawulu with 10, 5 players in double figures. Lyles with 6, and I don't know, they gave a basket to Blake Fowler, and I don't believe Blake Fowler got in the ball game, but they'll figure out who that belongs to at some point in time. It was 36-27 at the half, and Central outscores Peru State 43-28 to turn around a 9-point deficit into a 6-point win.
Yeah,
as I will,
good.
Yeah, whatever Coach Sherman talked to him about at halftime was pretty spot on, because they came out and scored a bunch right after that. William Penn up 3 with 54 seconds to go.
We're going to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I'll keep it on there and update it from time to time as we tell you. So the men will play on Friday. The question is where they will play. If William Penn holds on, they will play at William Penn.
Let's go through and look at these highlights for you guys.
You go right ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get this updated and see if we can give them some information before we leave.
Oh, you good. Take your time. Take your time.
Go right ahead. Talk what you see.
Dude, oh, yeah, this is a block by Lyles right here.
Where he came over and blocked it as on the way up against the back, blocked it off the backboard.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like they're probably in a timeout at William Penn right now, as it's been sitting at 54 seconds the whole time we've been sitting here. So.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Again, big offensive performances. 5 players in double figures for the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, I think this is a move by Tim. The jelly. Yes, sir.
And the other game is still at 54 seconds. William Penn up 3 with 54 seconds left. They must be in a big full timeout.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Maybe like a full timeout or so. Couldn't be a 30.
Unless they've used a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah, must have.
Still there. So the men will play somewhere on Friday. Women play here tomorrow night against Missouri Valley, 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air 6:45 for that.
Yeah, you want to make sure you tune in, guys.
Yep. Tune in and watch the Lady Eagles take on the Lady Vikings from Missouri Valley. Come and watch Arlesia McElroy, Hart Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Newcomer of the Year as well.
Some big accolades coming from her.
And, you know, there are other things. The Defensive Player of the Year went to a Missouri Valley player. And I would almost tell you that she's a big girl inside, blocks shots and gets rebounds. I'm not sure there's a better defensive player anywhere around than K.D. Addison.
Yeah, no doubt. K.D. is by far the best.
She comes in and deflects passes, intercepts, steals, takes away, shuts down.
She does it all on the defensive side.
Off the bench.
Yeah. That's the impressive part. She comes straight off the bench.
Well, it just continues to say 54 seconds. So either nobody's updating that game or they're all taking timeouts to try and get to the end of it. Well, we'll just go ahead and stop it here, and I'm sure you'll find it out soon unless the next time I refresh it, which is right now, unless it tells me that some time has gone off the clock and something has happened. It's 86-85 now.
Oh, man.
William Penn with 36 seconds left, and I'm sure Mid-America just scored, so William Penn has the ball with 36 seconds left to go. We'll see if anything else happens when I refresh it one more time.
Anything happen?
Nope, it's still sitting at 36 seconds. So we're going to go ahead, stop the broadcast, archive it. You can always go back and watch this broadcast again. Just go back to, you may end up having to go to the Heart of America Conference and finding it under Recents, under the tab under Recents, and scroll down until you find Peru State at Central Methodist Men, and you can watch it again. So for Jay Sean, this is Charlie Brown. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Women's basketball on the air at 6:45 here on the Heart Conference Network.